Okay, we're back with round two of our themed GAC. Last week we faced Space Invader and we had a victory. Our theme was light side versus dark side. So I kept a dark side defense, which held reasonably well and managed to clear my opponent with the exception of one team where my my teams weren't enough. So got the victory, but lost a few banners on not clearing. But that was the theme for last time, light side versus dark side. This time, the theme that I'm planning to go with is Master and Apprentice, and essentially, that's it's a huge part of Star Wars, the whole light side versus dark side thing. And in both light side and dark side, you have the concept of Master and Apprentice. We obviously have a Jedi Master and a Padawan on the light side, and on the dark side we have the rule of two, which is a Master and a dark side apprentice. That's something which has been a staple of Star Wars lore, and the game has done a pretty decent job in incorporating those aspects into the gameplay. A lot of times you'll see Master and Apprentice having tons of synergy. It's not always the case. Most of the synergy is faction related, but in a lot of cases, there is a fair amount of master and apprentice synergy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the master and apprentice theme in my offense and keep the rest of the guys on defense, which ultimately ends up being meaning that my Sith and Jedi will end up being on offense, and the rest of them like separatists, geos, those kind of guys will end up being on defense. Which means that this probably is going to be an offense heavy match just because so many good teams are Jedi and Sith. But let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to try to have at least one master and one apprentice in each team that I use for offense. So my current opponent is Ramathon from Evangelicals, and he's already gone ahead and cleared my board and got about 1891, so a little more than 56 banners per match. So I'll have to be really extra cautious in my offense. Um, this is basically what I said for defense. So very limited options for defense if you're ignoring Jedi and Sith. I kept my bounty hunters with Nest over here. I've kept my first order team, both of which for one shot. All my teams, in fact, for one shot over here. Kept Dooku with Wampa and Mission and Zalbar, and then kept Newt over here as well with the Separatist droids. And I wanted to keep Grievous with under Brood Alpha just as an experiment. I thought that might give me a hold or so, but that was one shot as well. I think my opponent had plenty on offense, so that wasn't an issue. And just a weak team out here, Karth with a few AoE guys, and I've got my Jedi Training Raid team and my Kira team, both of which were one shot. So 1891, that's what we're up against. Let's see what my opponent has, and then we can decide what we want to take for offense against these guys. So he's kept his gas team, the 6-star gas team over here, and a Karth team, and Padme, a really well reliced up Padme team with Shakti in there. And we have bounty hunters as well. So let's see what we can take which will incorporate our theme in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and clear the zone down below first and see what's at the back, and then decide what to take up top. And well, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to clear the zone up top here. Yeah, let's go against the Jedi, the General Skywalker team. The clones are pretty well reliced. Most of them are relic 7. And I'm going to take my usual clone counter, which is going to be Luke Skywalker with Han Solo and Chewbacca. Now, I usually take my Stormtrooper Han, but in this particular case, I'm going to go with the Obi-Wan Kenobi, since we have the master-apprentice relationship between CLS and Obi-Wan. Even though it was for a very short period of time, I think Luke probably trained for longer under Grandmaster Yoda. But these guys did have good chemistry together, and there's tons of synergy that these guys have in game itself. Luke's lead gives a turn meter, and Obi-Wan's special gifts turn meter as well, to all rebels and Jedi. So there's a significant amount of turn meter synergy that these guys have. Let's go ahead and use this and see how it does. So I'm going to go after Rex first and give this to Han, the weapons tech. And try to get this guy down as soon as possible. Okay, the one problem with this is my my CLS did not get guard. I think my Obi-Wan Kenobi is weaker than him, so we had a little bit of a problem with that, but that's fine. Let's give the taunting tech to him. Let's see if we can land a stun, and let's try to get him down, and then go after Han. Rex. Okay, so now we've got taunt up and a little bit of protection, not much. So let's get the taunt up. CLS is not going to, the General Skywalker is not going to be able to do much damage since it's only 6 stars. I'm going to do this on Luke. And let's do this, and hopefully in this turn we should be able to take these guys down. Let's go after Echo first. Let's do a stun, and let's give this to Chewie. Okay, big hit over here, and a hit there. Okay, now he's going to probably kill, just barely survived. But what's going to happen is he's going to end up, whoever I attack General Skywalker will, he's going to end up countering, and Ben is probably going to die. Let's see if we can reduce his turn meter. Okay, there we go. Ben is dead, but we should end with at least 55 banners. Okay, we need to be above 656, but this was the most banner consuming team, I guess. So let's see what else we can take. Okay, so we've got the Karth team, and I want to save some of my good meta teams for the back. So I'm going to go with my EP team with Basti and Vader against the Karth team. This also might not be very banner efficient because I want to save Thrawn for Padme down below. I'm wondering, maybe I should take Thrawn in here. Padme, I'm planning to do a mirror match, and I know that my opponent is going to have Geos at the back, so I'm probably going to save Thrawn for the Geos, and go with just these guys. So here the master apprentice relationship is obviously Palp and Vader. These guys are pretty good together, both in the movie as well as in the game. They've got tons of synergy, and Vader plays a perfect supporting role to Palp with all the debuffs that he gives out, and basically fueling the engine of Palp's turn meter train. Yeah, so in the movie also these guys were pretty good together, well, except for the fact that Darth Vader threw Palp down a turbine engine. That's when the Sith really hit the fan. Anyway, so let's try to see if we can't save our preserve at least a little bit of protection out here. I'm going to go after Candrass. Let's hope to land some target lock. Excellent. Now these guys are not going to taunt. Let's put some fear, some more, and I'm going to avoid my AoE for now. And these guys have stagger, so I'm going to go after the guys who don't have fear. Let's pop the stagger on Juhani. Alright, I'm going to go for the stun, even though it prevents fear over there. Let's do a shock. Ability block, so she doesn't go into stun. Okay, we've got no shock anywhere. Let's do a basic over here. Apply ability block, reduce some turn meter, Okay, so Candace is gone, which is great. All right, this is great. So we managed to avoid them taking any turn and preserving all our protection, which is what I wanted. And this saved me my Thrawn as well, which is great. Okay, let's land some more debuffs, and this should do it in a little while. There we go. Let's prevent him from taking any turns, and we're done. Okay, 60 banners. So this made up for some of the banner loss that we had before in the team above. Let's see what we have at the back. There we go. We've got Crew, rather Hux lead, and then we've got Geo. So here I'm going to take my Treya, and let's see. I've got Shakti. I've got Darth Revan. Let's save all that for whatever's at the back. But over here, what I want to do is I want to take my Padme in a mirror match, because I know I want to save my Treya. Treya is the other thing which can take out Padme, but I want to save Treya for the back. So I'm going to go in a Padme mirror match, and I'm going to take in my Echo over here. With C-3PO in there, I know I'm going to get tons of courage, and Echo is another person apart from Jedi Knight Anakin who can dispel enemy buffs. So all the protection up, I've got a couple of ways to get it dispelled, and I've got C-3PO who can help prevent protection up from forming as well, as long as Confuse stays. So I think this should do a decent enough job. I just hope Kenobi hangs on long enough to prevent anyone from dying. And over here, obviously, the master apprentice chemistry is between Jedi Knight Anakin and Kenobi. And more than the movies, it was in the Clone Wars series that these guys had really good chemistry and really good synergy. Even in the game, these guys have pretty decent synergy. One of them is the attacker, the other one is the tank, and that's more or less the role that they played in the battles in the Clone Wars series as well. Jedi Knight Anakin was the gung ho tank, the gung ho attacker who went in and more or less rushed, and Kenobi was the more patient kinds who would hang around and give support. So I think they managed to reflect that pretty accurately in the game. So let's go ahead and do that against the Padme team. I do have faster speed, so I'm going to do this. And I'm going to go and attack Anakin and try to at least land a buff immunity on him. Okay, let's do this. All right, I'm going to go for a big hit on everyone and remove all the protection up that they have. So he's gone and done his hit as well. I'm going to go and dispel all the protection up again. Let's do an assist on GK. So far so good. No point doing an assist right now. Let's try to get rid of okay, let's keep working on them until we get some stacks of courage. Let's heal up. We've got 13 and 5. This may do some damage. At least we landed buff immunity, which went away again. Let's give this to Anakin. Let's do a basic. Let's get some protection up. And this should get rid of hopefully Anakin. Not yet. But we have Confuse on General Kenobi, which means he's not taunting. 11 stacks, so let's get rid of Anakin now. 12 stacks, let's get rid of Padme, which didn't happen. Alright, I'm gonna try to finish off Shakti since she's got 30 stacks of courage. Let's go after Padme. Heal up. There we go. 10 stacks. So she's the next danger person. 17 stacks. So this is going to kill Padme. She's the main danger. And hopefully we'll end with 55 banners. I think everyone is at full health. Yep, we should get 55. Alright. So that was okay. I think we're still slightly above our 56 average. I think I think what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to go with my it's a relatively weak excuse me, bounty hunter squad. They do have Django and Boba and Dengar as well. This one what I would have done ideally is use my troopers. Even with an R7 Bosk, my troopers are faster than this. It would be able to kill off the others before making any progress at all, before these guys get a turn. But I think I'm going to go in with underhanded Jedi, just to get these guys down. I think I have enough offense for the back. I've got my Darth Revan, I've got my Skywalker, I've got my sisters as well, and my clones. So I've got more than enough for the back and my Treya as well. So I think I can go in underhanded over here with Basti lead, so that I can at least preserve my protection. And here the Master Apprentice relationship is Bastila and Jedi Knight Revan. Bastila was an apprentice under Jedi Knight Revan, and later on they did get married, but they did start excuse me. All right, they did start the relationship under as Master and Apprentice, and I'm going to throw Grandmaster Yoda in there just as an additional offense booster. I don't think I need Jolie in there. I'm wondering if I should keep Jedi Knight Revan as the lead. Maybe I should do that. Just extra insurance. Might not be able to finish with full health and full protection on everyone, but I think this is just extra insurance, because the last thing I want is a double battle. Let's go after Django. Actually, I want to get rid of Dengar. Let's do this. And then we'll go after Bosk. Okay. Since we don't have any protection, we were able to get a Bosk stunt out of the way, which was great. Let's see if we can't stun him. We might have tenacity. Let's do this. Let's stun him and go after Boba. Spread some buffs around. These guys are going for the weakest guy. Alright, let's we don't have a revive, so we have to get rid of Boba as soon as we can. Django does have damage immunity, so I think we can go after Bosk. Let's do this. And finish off Bosk. Alright. Let's do this. Pass it over to him. So the damage immunity is gone. We have a little bit less protection on Grandmaster Yoda. And I don't think we'll be able to recover it, but that's fine. Probably would have ended with 62 banners on the Basti lead, but the problem with Basti lead is Revan wouldn't have been revived by Savior. So he only gets revived by Savior if he's under his own lead. So I don't want to take the chance of Revan dying and not being revived. So 61 banners. We're doing okay on efficiency so far. Let's see what's at the back. Newt and Kira. And the Newt team is interesting. It's got some high relict Dooku and Asajj as well, which is going to be interesting. Okay, so let's we know we want to take Traya against the bug, so let's go ahead and do that. Use this, and I want to use Thrawn over there just for extra protection recovery, and for the extra fracture. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's pass this over to Traya so that she can isolate. And let's go ahead and fracture Brood Alpha. And they'll of course go after Thrawn. Let's see if we can't get some pain to get them to go after Scion. Okay, let's do this. Get rid of the offense up over there, and let's land an ability block. We're almost finished him. All right, let's get rid of Spy. The fracture is still on, so that's great news. And then let's get rid of Soldier and see if we can't recover a little bit of protection. Probably won't be possible to recover protection out here because yeah, these guys are too far down. But I think we might at least get 15-9 if I'm not mistaken. I won't be able to recover full protection on Scion, but let me just do it on Nihilus because he lost a little bit there. Okay, let's give a fracture out here. So yeah, most likely we will end with 15-9 banners. Alright, you should do it. Can we pull off another? Yes, we can. Okay, let's pass this over to Scion, and this should finish it. Okay, 61. So this so I'm waiting for a little bit worked out for us. We got decent banners. Now we've got these three teams. I think the next toughest team is going to be the Newt team. And the thing with that team is they've got plenty of revives. There's Newt, obviously, who's going to revive. There's Zombie, who's going to end up reviving these guys. And there's Daka as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Skywalker lead with Ahsoka. This is obviously the master apprentice relationship that these guys have. Oh yeah, on the Sith side, I forgot to mention, Traya had two apprentices. This is before the institution of the Rule of Two by Darth Bane. Traya had both Scion as well as Nihilus that she had as an apprentice, which is what I used in the last battle. And now over here we've got Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano, but I do want to take a couple of other people as well. Let's see, because this team can strip banners, so I'm going to use should I just go in with my full squad? Might as well. I'm not going to use them anywhere else. Might lose some banners, but let me save my arc. Yeah, this is probably going to be overkill. Skywalker is probably going to one-shot everyone. I probably don't even need 5s, but let's just have him in there as insurance. So the Dooku was really fast. He was like 307 or something like that. So I needed the I needed my Rex in there to ensure that my Skywalker goes first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this attack over here, and yep, there we go. So Newt did not revive, which is great. I'm going to give this over to Skywalker so that he can one-shot Asajj. And now she is going to... Daka is about to take a turn next, so I'm going to try to get as much damage over here as possible. Yeah, excellent. So Daka didn't do a attack. She ended up trying to revive, which preserved my banners. And now we just have zombie left to take out, and this should do it. We end with 61 banners again. Okay, that's good. Now we've got just these two teams left, and we've got our Treya squad. See what we have left. Not Treya, we have our Darth Revan squad, and we have let's see, what else do we have? We have our sisters. And I think we have our clones as well, Shakti clones. Let's see, we don't have these two, but we do have Ark, and we have yeah, so we've got these guys, we've got sisters, and we've got Darth Revan. So let's see which is the tougher team. We'll take Darth Revan against that. Darth Revan, let's see. We've got our sisters as well, but I don't know if I want to use sisters over here. I think the clones will probably be able to take care of this team. What else do I have? I've got my Stormtrooper Han as well, which is good for some... Do we have anyone in this team who can dispel? That's probably going to be... It's probably going to be Kira. But we do need a tank for the Shakti team. All right, let's see. These guys, they have Fox. They've got crew. I wonder if I should use Shakti against these guys or the ones below. Maybe I use Shakti over here. And Darth Revan out here. We do want to one-shot everything. Let's see. Let's do some math first. Okay, so it looks like we need about 49 banners in each to win. So let's take 50 banners to be safe. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's use a Darth Revan against this team. Well, actually, I'm going to use my Darth Revan against a team down below because they're most survivable. And I'm going to use, especially since L3 is relict as well, I'm going to use my clones out here. Okay, although Huck's lead does call a lot of assists, so I need a really good tank. How fast are these guys? Not very fast, so my clones are going to go first. Probably might use clones with Stormtrooper Han over here, but let's finish this off first with the Darth Revan. Obviously over here Malak is going to be the apprentice for Darth Revan. Let's go ahead and use this, finish it off, and then we can see what we want to take up above. Let's do this. Shock. Dispel that. Try to get rid of Vandor. And this should get rid of him. Let's just apply some fear. Okay, that gets rid of her. Let's get rid of him. And yeah, this should take care of it. Okay, this was definitely overkill, but we got 60 over here. So that leaves us with, let's see, we are at 1673. So we need 38 to 39 banners in the last match to win. So we can afford to lose a few banners, and I really want to stick with the Master Apprentice theme. So if I go with the Clones team, I probably won't have that theme out there. But what I might do is I might go with Sisters and then get Savage in there. Asajj and Savage had sort of a master apprentice relationship, so maybe that might work. But I don't want to use Talzin lead because Plague, these guys will heal pretty fast. Oh, actually they won't heal because it is Kylo's lead which will actually give the healing with Plague. Apart from Kylo, I don't think any of these other guys are going to heal. Because this guy's lead doesn't have any healing capability, protection or health. So I think we can use our sisters out here. But who am I going to replace for Savage? Probably Spirit, because I need Daka for survivability, and for making sure that in case any of these guys die, to revive them. Yeah. Fun fact, Dooku almost made Talzin his apprentice, but so that's something which almost could have happened. If I had saved Dooku for offense, I would have probably put Dooku in here with Talzin, just because that's one thing which almost ended up happening. But ultimately, I think he went with Asajj. Or was it Maul? Oh, I think it was either Dooku almost took Talzin as apprentice, or it was Palpatine who almost took Talzin. It was one of them, but Talzin almost became a Sith, is my point. But anyway, let's go ahead and complete this battle. I'm going to go in with Savage, and there is a little bit of synergy that Savage has with the Plague, with the Talzin lead. Is because Plague drops them below 100%, 50% health. Savage can then swoop in and do a big hit. I just wish that both Savage and Maul had a little more synergy with Night Sisters. I think that's something which really would have been great. It would have been suitable for the lore as well. But yeah, anyway, what can you do? Let's go ahead with this. Since it's not crew lead, these guys aren't going to be healing quite as much, so we can just go ahead and apply Plague on everyone. And there you see, Sith Trooper is almost down. And he goes, okay, that's fine. Let's see if he can't stun Kylo Ren. Didn't happen. Let's go after Fox and try to finish him. Let's do this. So these guys will have counter chance. I'll have to be careful about that. But the plague should kill them. Shouldn't be a reason to worry over here. Okay, this should probably take care of at least 2 to 3 of them, if not all of them. Yeah. Okay, so that's the first death from zombie done. I'm going to heal up a little bit just to ensure these guys end up with at least that much banners. Okay, there we go, almost done. I wanted Savage to land the killing blow, but this should probably do it. Okay, 56 banners. So that's our victory. I think we probably got 1909. So we won by about 18 banners. Pretty good outcome, but I really don't like playing the efficiency game. I prefer setting a hard defense and at least getting a few holds. But in this case, I had no choice because I was going for this theme, which made it compulsory for me to go with Sith and Jedi on offense. But anyway, we managed to complete this. We for the next, I have another feat lined up for the next one. The third one, I'm hoping that will make it a little tougher to clear my board, because it's going to be interesting. It's a different kind of a theme. So let's see how that happens. All right. So if you guys have any ideas for next week's themes, I still have 3 more matches in this season that I want to do some themes for. Let me know in the comments if you have any decent ideas for themes. I'm always open to exploring fun stuff to do. So let me know about it, and I can cover that in a future video. Until then, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Thanks for tuning in.